Okay, so we're live. Um, I guess I'll go first this time. So, just my update is on the Met Plus project. We are planning for a client meeting tomorrow, and one of the things we want to talk about, if we can get our act together, is basically proposing a budgetary estimate for
Hmm.
production support. Our proposal would be that we'd probably do 2 or 3 days for a free
Hmm.
support, if you will, for the first 3 months of 2 or 3 months of production, so-called production. At the end of which, we'd have to start charging the client, or he would have to start paying the bills, however we structure that. Excuse me. And so we want to give him an idea of what maybe the maximum cost would be to him. We haven't fully selected our final production platforms or architecture. We want to work that out. And so we might give him a one size fits all price, and
Hmm.
AV handles all the administration, or we may say that you get all the bills from the various services and you pay that. But I think we probably want to go with the former.
Hmm.
I think you feel that way too, Sam. So he has put together an estimate based upon various architectural decisions we make of the cost, and so we're going to try to connect together tomorrow on a call with Hua at an hour from now tomorrow, if you're available, Sam. That's during his commute, so he has time to talk then. Hua does,
Right.
and if we can get that nailed down and agree upon structure to propose to the client, we can talk to the client tomorrow at midday,
Right.
Eastern Standard Time. So that's our hope. I'll spend some more time putting some more structure about around what Hugh had done as well,
Hmm.
and then maybe we can inform the discussion with that.
Sure.
So, are you available tomorrow at that time, Sam?
Yes, I should be. We've moved the mob programming later, so that should be like an hour from now tomorrow. It should be just fine.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. Moving on then. So we had a pair programming session with Laura yesterday after the Scrum in the morning, and Laura created stories. We went over her UI stories, created more. She added more detail to them, and I think we're good to go to get started on that. In fact, Hinesh has already taken 2 of the stories and is working on them. They were related, so it was okay for him to take 2. And we voted on those stories as well later in the day on the America Scrum. So we're moving forward with the UI implementation of some of the redesign of the UI. On SHF, the Swedish project, I did comment on some stories. We're working out state changes for a membership application, which is surprisingly complex. It's not that many states, but there are a lot of different business rules around it. So we're still noodling on that. And that's pretty much it for me. I have no blockers at this point. Let's see. Next, Matt, I think you were first in line.
Yeah, sure. Let's see. The things I'm working on are, let's see, event manager. We had a long session yesterday with Naresh, and he's done some real good investigating into WebRTC that maybe could replace Hangouts if Hangouts becomes unusable. Redeemify is still going good. Let's see, and I was looking for some programming to do, so I picked up a ticket in website 1 to add the Slack channel to the project. I mean, it was ready to go, and it looked like not too hard and fairly interesting. So I think I'll do that today. So that's it for me.
Okay, sounds
No
good.
blockers.
Thank you. Sam, would you like to give an update, please?
Sure. So I have just been working through some website 1 pull requests. I need to coordinate with Matt. Matt, if you have time after this, I would love to go to the develop/staging server and just make sure that the Twitter rollout and also the new. Anyway, we should if you can hang around afterwards, we can coordinate on that. And I'm looking to kind of get. I've been falling behind on those things, so I'm looking forward to try and get the generic plan stuff out. Yes, I'm kind of doing daily check-ins with Dree now to try and move local support onto their system, and basically because our Heroku charges continue to be a sort of a bleed. So the sooner we can get paying systems onto local support, onto Dree, the better. So I'm sort of working with their engineers daily. And also, just to, like the we are, because of ambiguity, the Slack instance that we have, the main one that we've been using for 2 or 3 years, the standard upgrade was applied to that at the beginning of the week, and we do have full history of all the projects and all of the private chat rooms and all of the individual direct messages back to the beginning of time, as far as Agile Ventures Slack is concerned at the moment, which is quite exciting. And I'm finding that, I hadn't realized it was going to be such a, I sort of assumed we'd stuff that was in the private channels. I assumed that we'd lost for good. So that's very pleasing to get that back. And the wrinkle is that we get all of this for free while the number of active users is lower than 250. And we currently apparently have about 130 active users. Yeah, I'm sort of, kind of emboldened by that. But really, my focus at the moment, I got to try and get back on top of project management for Website 1, Local Support, and Async Voter, while collaborating with Tree. That's my update.
Okay, great. Thank you. Let's see, Thomas, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. It's very rainy here in Gothenburg today, so rain mixed with snow and wind. It's not a very good weather condition, but I'm still alive. So I just pushed we were planning to have an inception meeting for the visualizer project, but it clashed with this stand-up, so I moved it 2 hours ahead. I keep losing track of when these scrums are actually happening, because I remember back some time ago they were really early in the morning and they just progressively move forward. But so, yeah. So yes, in that 2:30 CET, I will try to have a chat with whoever is interested about the visualizer project, and that's basically all I have to report, I think.
Okay, great. Well, good. Laura, how are you?
Hey, all right, thank you. Okay, so I've had to, because my laptop's not working again and it's in for repairs. Yesterday afternoon I spent my time installing VirtualBox on my machine, setting up Ubuntu, setting up everything. I just hit a blocker, which Raul helped me with this morning. So now I'm finally able to clone down my projects from Agile Ventures. I'm busy setting up MetPlus now again, and then I will just submit that PR to get the assets up onto GitHub. This morning I also just had my Scrum meeting on Craft Academy. And yeah, that's it from me.
Okay, great, thanks. As I noted before, I don't know if you heard that Hinesh has already taken a couple of the UI stories, and he knows that he's got assets that are going to be coming from you.
Okay.
But he's moving ahead with everything else on the stories, so we're in good shape. Yep. And I think definitely when he submits his PR, I definitely need you to pull this feature branch and stand it up and look at it and make sure it's good.
All right.
If you could do that. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. So I guess that's it for the Scrum then, unless anybody else has anything.
I guess one thing I just add is we've got the references came through for our new marketing intern Marufa, who's I think just graduated, but an enthusiastic young person. And yeah, I'm kind of yes, wonderful. So this is through InternWise. Also, there's a European version if people want to get into. This was recommended by one of our trustees of Agile Ventures. And you can advertise for interns as people just out of university to contribute to all sorts of things. I think it's often very useful to have, a new fresh person who wants to get stuff done. So do check out InternWise if you want to put. I just put up an advert. I had a few applications. Key thing was making it clear that whether it's paid or unpaid and so on. But yeah, so Marufa has written like a little report of her understanding of Agile Ventures kind of coming into it, and we've got a new marketing channel in the main Slack where she and I are doing Q&A and sort of working out how she can contribute over the coming weeks.
Great. InternWise, huh?
InternWise, yes. Let me grab the website. Yeah, I don't think it's. I mean, the recommendation came from getting help specifically with marketing, but I think it's in principle for any kind of intern. And you know, of course, even if you're based in the US, I mean, they've got an EU version as well. You know, that people work remotely. It's all good.
I see. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thanks for that. Well, I don't know. I said, Sam, I guess you're going to hook up with Matt.
Yeah.
But, okay. So you could use this channel. I don't think I need to hook up with anybody right now. I think Laura's
Yeah.
in good shape.
Well, I think what I'll do is Matt, do you want to create a new Hangout and we'll go there? Because otherwise, Pat, if you drop out like 5 minutes afterwards, we'll lose the broadcast.
The video stops. Yep.
Yeah. So
okay. All right, great. Well, I guess we're done then. Thanks, everybody.
Oh, wait,
bye-bye.
Have a great day. Yeah.
Pleasure.
Bye now.
Bye.
Tom.